The Monstrous Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
This is the Monstrous Playbook, a real play Monster of the Week podcast where I play games with my friends and try to make myself into their enemy. This week on the cover story, Mark has to confront his past and figure out what it means for his future. Then, the drum comes back to remind the hunters that as they're investigating the mysteries of this world, some of those mysteries are investigating them right back.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
I'm Jonny, and I play literally everybody else. Let's see what they find out. Mark, you are standing at your childhood home and looking at your mother, and she is looking at you, sort of dumbfounded, and she says, "What do you mean the other one?"
You mean you don't remember?
We'll manipulate someone.
10.
Yeah, I think she'll invite you in. I think I want to cut to you guys sitting, the three of you at the dinner table. The first thing she's gonna say is, I honestly didn't know you were still out there.
By the three of you, do you mean Mark, and Mark's mom? Or Mark, Kira, and Casey?
Oh, that is a good question. What are Kira and Casey doing right now?
Well, if they want to talk on their own, then Kira might try to actually call some people.
What people would that be?
A few people. But if you want to do Mark stuff first, that's fine, and then or vice versa. It doesn't matter. I want to try to first contact Aaron, and if I can't get a hold of him, I want to call Donovan.
I mean,
Okay.
you need to get a hold of some people. I can keep an eye on them. If anything, his mom, never mind, she wouldn't be familiar with me. I'll keep an eye on Mark.
Okay.
So are you gonna go into the house?
Yeah, if I can. But I'm gonna maybe
You just stay in the entryway or something.
I was gonna hang around you the door. I don't want to track blood anywhere.
Oh yeah, that's right. We were just in a big fight.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a good point. I think she would offer and try to insist on calling an ambulance.
No, I'm okay. I appreciate it, but I'm fine.
All right, and I'm going to let that 10 ride. Okay, yes, by the three of you, I mean Mark, other Mark, and Mark's mom.
And I think that Kira would say to Casey, as she's going to try and call, grab me if anything happens.
Thank you, Kira.
Yeah.
Listen, Mom. I just want to say I'm sorry for during high school when I just kind of walked away. I was angry and frustrated, and after what you had told me, and I just wasn't thinking at the time, and I deeply regret not having you in my life.
Oh, buddy.
So I hope you can forgive me for that.
Roll manipulate someone.
I got a 10 again.
Nice. I think she's going to put a hand on yours and say, you have nothing to apologize for. You're my son.
At that, I think I'm gonna try and give her a hug.
Aww. I think the other Mark goes, this is so weird.
With all that said, and everything, I'm a little confused on the whole situation. As I and bear with me, I just learned about this a little bit ago, but I'm actually sorry, give me a minute. And I'm just gonna go over into the door and just be like thinking about something to myself, and I'll come back and be like, so my friends and I are not your average folks. Here, let me just show you. And I like sit her down. Please don't freak out. We're just, this exists in the world that you live in. And I just like, I flip my fingers and there's like a little like fire thing in my hand. And then I just close it. Do you know anything about this?
She's gonna inhale and then exhale. I think she's going to go over next to the fridge and take where there's like a notebook. She's gonna like sketch something pretty intricate looking. You can see it's like a circle with a bunch of runes and symbols in it. She'll hold it up to you, then snap her other finger, and then that sheet of paper will also burst into flames. I know something about that.
I think Casey, under her breath, what the fuck?
What? I mean, what? I
Wait, what does the other Mark do? Does he seem surprised by that?
Yes. Wait.
So wait.
I never knew my mom was awesome.
Other Mark, just hold on a minute.
I'm going to put a stop to this other Mark shit right now. We're not doing that. I'm not going to let this keep going.
What, you don't want to be thing one and thing two?
Other Mark, shut up. Excuse me, other Mark.
Who are you calling other Mark?
By the way, has Mark's mom lied to him at all so far? Curious if she like lied to him about like.
Kind of don't want to know yet.
Kind of like if she like forgives him, like when he apologized for leaving.
Yeah, she was lying about loving.
Oh.
No, she hasn't. She has been truthful.
Your mom doesn't love you, Mark. Sorry.
Mark was.
I was coming from more like if she like accepted his apology, like forgave him.
You rolled a 10.
Do I recognize those symbols from anything that Theo may have done, or like?
We'll investigate a mystery.
10. Maybe I would have seen, Theo would have shown me something, or I saw something on somebody tattooed maybe, or...
You kind of recognize it. It doesn't look like the sort of symbology that Theo had used.
Do I know what it's for?
It's straight up witchcraft. I think you know enough about that kind of thing from having been on the freak beat at the Daily Tuba for so long. You don't remember what they called themselves. It was some like Latin-y sounding name, but there was like, I think in the 30s or 40s in Old St. Paul,
Okay.
there was a coven of witches. They've tried to make investigative podcasts about it for the last couple of years, but there's just not enough information to make a compelling arc. So yeah, you think it has something to do with them. Ask me 2 questions.
Was the result of me being there because of my mother?
Here's what I want to do. I want these questions to be about what you were looking at, like what just happened.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm going to have you roll again to see what you're going to get out of your mom. Investigate a mystery.
7.
There's no way for me to help him, huh?
How would you help?
I don't know if she would remember like the Davis family. If she like knew my brother or something. Or my parents.
I don't know.
Sorry, Mark.
So then I have 2 questions.
Yes.
Want some help?
Sure. What do you got?
One thought I had was like you could ask if the magic was from like within her, or if it was from like the sigils she drew out, like if her magic was innate or like sorcerer versus.
But I would already kind of understand who she is though, like as someone that is using symbols as a.
I think you're curious about 2 very different things here.
Never mind. I guess I was curious about if like the magic came from her.
Why don't you roll investigate a mystery if you want to know about it?
Okay. I was just thinking, John, like, did the magic like come from her and then get passed to you, or did you make a bad deal somewhere?
Can I understand why I was chosen to have powers versus the other mark?
Casey?
I roll a 13. It's my advanced move.
Fucking dope. You remember the name of the group. Sorores Silentium.
So is she part of that group?
Translated alternately as Sisters in Silence or Sisters Keep Silence. I think you know from ears that group has in fact been consistently active and incredibly good at covering their tracks and hiding their ranks. It's part of why it's been so hard to get the podcasts off the ground. And now both Mark and Casey have 2 questions.
You go ahead first, John.
Can I tell if my mother is dangerous? I mean, of course she could be, but is she?
Like to you or in general?
Is she a threat?
Not to you.
And then my other question was just, why do I have powers versus the other mark? Can I discern? I don't know how I would discern that.
Well, you can ask her what happened, and I do think that she will tell you. I just gave this a wrinkle that I dislike.
Oh, no.
What have we discussed about your father, Mark Clayton?
I don't know anything about a dad, really.
I think this is what she'll say. She'll talk to both you and Mark, because this is new information for the both of you. I told you your father had died when you were just a baby. That's a lie. Maybe it was a wish. But I did get away from him until he found me. And you, my beautiful boy, did your best to try to protect me. And you died. But I wasn't going to let him take you away.
I think Mark is just, the hair on his back kind of raises up, and he's just like, what are you talking about? I died?
When she says you died, she is looking at other Mark.
How old was Mark when he died?
4.
She's looking at other Mark while saying this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then she'll look at, like, from him to you and then say, but I wasn't going to let him take you away from me. So I did something that even though we are able to, my people aren't supposed to. I went there and I took you back. But you were always a little different. Not always, just sometimes.
That puts things into perspective.
I also kind of wonder if I can either ask her, maybe this could be one of my questions, like, how did she get there?
We have contact with several of the denizens of there. And I made one of them a deal.
Something we're going to have to face.
I made the deal, Mark, not you.
I want to ask why there are 2 marks.
That she doesn't know.
Why there's 2 marks?
Yes. Why, like, physically?
Which mark is the mark that she went and got back?
Our mark?
Our mark?
Or this other one?
So,
The other mark. I'm not the other mark.
The
Did she
boring
know
mark or the weird mark?
Did she know
interesting, Mark.
Did she know that there was a second mark when she came back?
So here's what I want. What I want to tell you. I want to just tell you everything that happened because it's very lovely to me. I'm very pleased with it. So this is what happened. Mark, your goddamn dad tracked down your mom, tried to kill her, but you were in the room also, and you got killed instead.
I did.
Mark did.
Mark did. Okay.
She made this deal to get to there. And what is there is like, loose souls of the dead, extra dimensional monsters, and then kind of a raw consciousness, a version of raw consciousness, hitched a ride And then that, like, Mark's soul plus this other thing kind of learned from each other for a long while. And so you kind of were the dark voice in Mark's head as a kid. That's the reason that he can't do anything weird, but you always could. You kind of took the shape of this kid. And then became him, and then left home after high school, and then something else happened, and then he went home. And you didn't.
And we wouldn't have perceived that split, it just would have happened.
Apparently. Until seeing you, she thought that her son, as you remember, got furious with her, left home. A few months passed.
Came back.
He came home to make amends.
Can I just ask, like, is the sisters keep silence, like, a threat?
Because I only asked her immediate self if she was a threat.
How are you dressed, Casey Davis?
Jeans, probably a black t-shirt, jacket.
Do you have your rifle on you?
My rifle's across my back. I'm bloody. I also have, knives, my brass knuckles, and a couple of other guns, which one of them's probably hidden.
Okay.
I'm just a normal girl.
I'm so
I mean, you don't know. You might not remember, but I used to be great friends with Mark when he was a child. And I'm curious, does the other Mark recognize? I guess he wouldn't recognize me, but...
No, other Mark doesn't recognize you, Casey. But nothing outwardly ears related?
No.
Okay.
No, I have my badge, but it wouldn't be out.
Are you directly asking her if they're a threat?
You gonna start something with my mom?
I guess I would ask her, like, I'll ask her, are you actively practicing?
I haven't spoken to my sisters in a few years, but I keep my skills fresh. At about this time, you notice a car pulling up to the house. Kira, let's jump to you.
Dude, I already have so much written, you guys. It's like so much stuff. I want to first try to call Aaron, I think. See if he picks up.
Roll act under pressure.
Wait, shit, where's my dice?
It's always funny to me when you guys are like, the first roll of the night for each of you is like, oh, right, dice.
Act under pressure, you said?
Yep, please miss.
I hate you.
Did I do this with my mind? It's just... No, never mind. I'm not going to ask. It'd be silly. No, this is really apropos of nothing, and I'm really sorry to keep derailing everything this way, but Kira, what'd you roll?
I'm gonna start crying.
Who are you trying to contact? Tommy?
Aaron.
Wait, Tommy or Aaron?
Aaron. He had me roll act under pressure, and I rolled 2 1s.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
I mean, the good news.
Oh yeah!
I mean, the good news is that Casey could try later.
Well, okay, well, let's see what happens, because then I wanted to call Donovan after to do something else.
You've reached Aaron Davis, Dr. Aaron Davis, but if you need an actual doctor, please hang up now and call 911. Leave a message if you have something to say and you think I need to hear it right now.
Hey, it's Kira. Is everything okay? Sorry, I got kind of hung up with something else. I'll try to swing by in a little bit if I can. Call me back if you get this, please. Bye. Leveled up.
Congrats.
Woo! Okay, and then I want to try calling Donovan.
He will pick up.
Hey, are you busy?
Constantly. What can I help you with?
I got a call a little bit ago, or I got a text a little bit ago from Aaron. Do you remember meeting him? I don't know if you met him. He was at the third son's place. Something's going on there. I got a text from him, and then I got a message from Theo that something was happening with Carl, and I can't get to there right now. Can you help me?
I want to make you roll manipulate someone so bad, but I also just want him to do it.
Oh, well, and I would also say like take like Riley and Gab with you or something, like if you can, because they're technically my allies too.
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay, thank God, much fucking better. 14 advanced move.
Fuck yeah. Ooh, that works out quite nicely.
I don't know what's going on. I think there's that Quinn. You remember that cyborg thing that we fought?
Oh, I remember.
I think something's going on with her, and I'm worried that she's gonna tear through those guys. And most important thing is you need to get them out of there if they're in trouble.
I shall get him out of there.
Okay. Will you take some people with you?
I'm trying to remember if you have access to anybody tough.
Well, yeah, so there's Riley and there's Gad. You had also mentioned, I think, somebody else when we went to like their compound, but I don't remember.
Dress barn.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was though.
Let me see if I can.
Were there twins?
There were twins.
Yeah, I think a pair of guy twins. Vaguely remember that.
I had a thought, Lauren.
Hmm.
I mean, we can kind of wait and see, but like, so I do have my one question. I could always ask, like, which situation is worse? Like the one with Carl and Aaron, or the situation with Tommy and Theo? Just a thought. I mean, I think we can wait a little bit because I don't feel any red flags yet, but
That's my next thing is I'm going to attempt to call Tommy, but
yeah, it was just a thought.
we'll see. Maybe once we figure out what's going on here, but I feel like they're closer probably to where Aaron is currently anyway, from where we are. So I'd rather take care of that because that seems very immediate right now.
Yeah, I think Donovan will roll with Riley and Gad and feel quite confident in their power.
Please be careful.
You too.
Okay, bye. Can I call Tommy?
I can tell you right away he is not going to pick up. You get his voicemail, which goes, "You know who this is. You know what to do."
You really need to change your voicemail. That's stupid. Answer your freaking phone. There's something going on, and I think people might be coming your way to deal with the fucking werewolf situation that is Sarah Flass. So why don't you give me a call when you get this? Because we have some shit to talk about. Please be careful. Bye.
I just wrote down, Kira is so mad at her werewolf boyfriend.
I am. Yep. She's gonna insult his voicemail, yell at him a little bit, but then also be careful.
Also, Johnny, earlier you said that there was a car pulling up. I'm inside. I'm assuming Kira's outside.
Yep.
Yeah, do I see that it starting to pull up as I finish this call?
Yep.
What does it look like?
It looks like a black why don't you roll read a bad situation?
Is it a rowdy rough boy?
The Rowdy Rough Boys? Oh, El Diablo.
Rowdy Rough?
8.
Okay. It's a black Cadillac 4-door about which you can ask one question.
You said it is like pulling up into like their place, right? Okay. Who do I see in the car? Like, do I recognize anyone? What do they look like? Does it look like the guy that Mark had described that was maybe his dad?
You're talking about RJ?
Yeah.
It looks like there are 3 guys in the car. The only one you can kind of see is through the windshield. It's the driver. He kind of looks like Secret Service. Black suit, little curly wire thing going up to his ear.
So 3 guys including, or just 3 guys total?
Yep.
Do I hear this car inside since I'm around the front door?
Yes.
Is there a window I can pull the curtains a little bit aside and peek outside?
Yep. Why don't you roll read a bad situation?
Cool. 9.
Okay. Ask me a question.
Lauren, should I ask, do I recognize them, or do this is stupid?
Oh, I just thought of the worst possible thing I could do right now.
Well, that's just delightful.
I may or may not decide to do it.
Okay, this is what I'm thinking. Lauren, tell me what you think. Or John. If I ask, does the car look armed? Like, do they have weapons?
Yes.
Okay.
It looks armed and armored.
Can Kira, I want her to kind of slink around the side of the house and actually fly up onto the roof and like peek over, like to like watch them.
Question, do you mean like, is this like the car is gonna have like a fucking machine gun pop out of the hood, or like the people are armed?
You can tell that it is armored.
Yep.
I think you can intuit that they have guns.
Okay, just wanted to be clear.
Yes.
What we're dealing with. Thank you.
All of a sudden, it pulls out like a fucking bazooka.
Yeah, just like the
Batman mobile.
the headlights open like doors and machine guns fly out.
Essentially.
Can we inside tell that there's somebody had pulled up?
No. Casey can. I think you maybe noticed Casey looking out the window at something, but no, you aren't.
I just want to do one of those bodyguard moves where like I'm hidden but can still see them and keeping an eye. And like I'll give like Mark like it's okay, like keep cool.
That's gonna worry me.
Have your little moment. I got you.
Does my mom see that? Does she seem concerned?
Casey, tell me did you say something to Mark?
No, I'm just trying to make a hand gesture, just like, yeah, it kind of looks like just play cool.
Yeah, I think Mark, your mom didn't see Casey do that.
I'm trying to be quiet and calm.
Calm, cool.
Can Kira get to the top of the roof?
Roll act under pressure.
10.
You want to fly up to a roof opposite?
No, like what I was literally thinking was like going kind of scaling around the house and like going up from behind to like land on top of the roof and like try to get like an vantage point where I could see them.
Like lay in your stomach and like peek down over.
But on which roof is what I mean?
Mark.
The house? Okay. So you're up on the roof.
Yeah, I wanna just be inspecting as they get out of the car, see what I see.
I think Casey's, I really hope, Lauren, Casey's gonna pull out her phone. She's gonna text Kira. 3 people, you got eyes?
Yeah, okay. Are you gonna make me roll action pressure to see if my phone's on silent?
I would love to.
Sorry.
Well, it's all good. I'm gonna laugh. It's like Kira's like, oh, fucking nailed it. I got up here, like, so quiet, so softly. I'm good. Action pressure for 13.
Yeah, you just feel
Okay.
a little.
Yeah, I'll take it out. And
You got eyes.
yeah, a messenger bag. Yep, on the roof.
I'll just text back. Armored car. They are armed.
I think maybe I would text back and be like, do you think they are with whoever sent numbers?
Being that they're wearing suits, part of me wonders if they're eyes, but I'm not sure. Going to watch and wait.
Well, I'm watching. I'm listening. Do they have Yorkshire accents? What do I hear them say? Do they say anything as they are like, if they get out of the car?
They haven't gotten out of the car. They pull up. Their lights aren't on. And then I think the back window rolls down, and then a hand reaches out that has like some kind of a canister.
Oh no.
And just hurls it through the front window.
Can I spend a hold to grab that
Ooh,
and chuck it away at their car?
sure. Nice move here, actually.
Thanks.
So yeah, you just dive bomb into the driveway, snatch this thing out of the air, and I think you bury it in their windshield, and it starts into their car and out in front of it. It just starts spewing this like purplish smoke, And then all three of the guys just spill out of this car, guns drawn.
And then Casey's gonna react. He's gonna turn to Mark and other Mark and Mark's mom.
The guys that are coming out of the car, do they look like they are, what are they wearing? Do they look like the drum?
In fact, they kind of do look like the drum.
Is there an upstairs? There's an upstairs. This house.
Nope.
Or is it a rambler?
Casey's gonna come like towards it. We need to go upstairs now.
We'll manipulate someone.
11.
I think other Mark goes, who is she again? But we'll start to move upstairs.
Casey's gonna herd Mark's mom and other Mark like towards upstairs.
What does Mark's mom do?
That was a really good roll. So she's going to start heading upstairs.
Casey's gonna turn to Mark quietly. I don't really want to panic other Mark and his mom. There are 3 armed people outside.
Do you want to go with your mom and other Mark, or do you want me to?
I'm gonna look outside. Do I see them coming up to the house?
You see them facing off against your winged friend Kira.
And where is Kira positioned right now?
Between them and the house.
They're outside.
Can I try and spark the gasoline inside the car?
Roll use magic.
So if you're going to go engage with them, I'm going to go up with your family then.
I just look out the window and I click my fingers.
Because I can snipe from up there.
Yeah, and I think I want to, after...
11.
Nice! I think after throwing the canister too, I think Kira would try to get up retreat behind the roof again. But I also want her to fucking life drain the closest one to her.
Okay. So that'll be kick some ass, and then it'll be act under pressure.
Fucking right. 13 advanced move for kick at some ass.
Oh, we're getting good.
Well, after that fucking one earlier. Ones. And then act under pressure.
Yeah.
That act under pressure is an 8.
So 2 things are going to happen. The first thing is that the gas tank on this car is going to ignite. I think the one that you are life draining.
Which I wanted to do from afar, by the way, because I can do it at range.
Sure.
Just so I'm hopefully not super close to this thing as it explodes.
Oh no, you're fine from that. You are going to get a worse outcome, which I'm going to tell you all about. You life drain this guy, and it does whatever it does, and you gain back however much harm. I think with an advanced move, you might just be all the way back.
Okay, sweet.
Because you had 3 harm?
Yeah, it does. My life drain does 3 harm.
You can see, like, this guy ages in fast forward.
Ooh.
And then he gets slammed to the side by the door from the car that has blown off, and he doesn't get up. The guy behind him, though, as you fly up to the roof, presses some button on his belt, and then like floating lines in the air show up around his legs. And he braces himself against the floor, and he jumps onto the roof.
Well, that's cool.
Astro boots.
I'm gonna go after that guy.
No, I was intending that to be you flying up onto the roof to get away.
Oh, and then
him jumping up on the roof to follow you.
That's a cool trick.
He throws both arms to the side, and then he's got twin.
I love this. Like, I see this in my head.
Oh yeah, twin glowing swords.
Okay.
Escorting Mark and Mark's mom upstairs. Is there a room that doesn't have windows? Like a bath or closet?
Sure. I think there's a linen closet. I think the bathroom does have a little window.
Will the linen closet fit the 2 of them?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's like a walk-in hall closet.
Okay. I think Casey's gonna... I need you to get down in here. Stay quiet. Is there anybody else in the home?
I think Mark's mom might go, like hell, this is my house and I'm going to protect it.
All right, don't get hurt. Mark, stay in here.
We'll manipulate someone.
That's going to be a 6.
Oh! Oh no!
You know what he's going to do? He's going to get down on his hands and knees and crawl around in the linen closet and pull out a little box with a code, type something into it, and open it up and pull out a little snub-nosed 38 I'm not going to be the only one here who can't make shit explode.
Do you know how to use that gun?
Do you have any idea how much Call of Duty I've played?
Show me how you handle that gun. How do you hold it?
Mark, will you roll plus tough, please?
10.
Okay, so this is funny because I don't know how to use a gun, but he appears to. He convinces you.
Fine. Stick with your mom.
What's your plan, Casey Davis and Mark?
I kind of want to see where the two of these people are going and then figure out where I'm going.
Okay.
There's someone coming directly towards the front door.
Yep.
Can I open the door and napalm his ass with my eyes?
Yeah, you can try. I'm going to have this be a kick some ass roll.
Jesus, I keep hitting 10s. This is so weird.
It is funny. It is funny that, like, I feel like with this game, you guys do either all roll really well or all roll really poorly. What happens next? So, Mark, you throw open the door and then you just, like, Kamehameha this dude with...
I'm doing this with my eyes.
Dope. Just, like, flamethrower eyes. He, like, throws up his arm in a defensive motion, and you can see that he has, like, a sort of incorporeal shield that appears and does block some, but not all. Part of his pant leg starts on fire, like real bad. So now he's preoccupied with putting that out.
Can I try and go incorporeal, seeing that he is blocked to this, and phase through him and try and stab him in the back?
You can't go through people, I don't think.
Oh, I can't go through people?
You may move freely through solid objects, but not people.
But not people. Specifically called out. All right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't get to Eobard Thaw on this guy.
Out of curiosity, could I just like try doing it once incorporeal and like just like play out that moment? Like, wait, what?
You want to specifically do it and know this, even though it's not going to
I
work.
think that would be totally something Mark would do. You know? Like, he would be like, "Oh, I'm gonna phase through this guy."
JK. I just ran right into you.
Oh, so that's against the rules?
Yeah.
Why don't you roll act under pressure?
Okay. 11.
So yeah, you go incorporeal, a burst of wind from your wings. I'm assuming you have them out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm deciding you have them out.
That's okay.
And then you launch toward this guy and just like bonk into him.
Oh, fuck.
And then I think you both are just looking at each other like, you going, that was supposed to work. And him going, that was supposed to work? And then he reaches into his jacket and pulls out a huge silver gun.
Ooh. Can we steal that, please?
Can I try grabbing at it and melting it? Like grab it, push it off to the side and melt it, and then headbutt him. So grab, push, headbutt.
It's going to be kick some ass to grab it, and then it'll be use magic to try to melt it.
11 for kick some ass, and then for use magic, 11.
You will wind up with the gun, with control of the gun, but you are going to take some harm.
Oh no, I'm gonna go unstable.
So you can, but on a 10 plus, you choose one extra effect. Take 1+1 forward or give +1 forward to another hunter. Or actually, you know what? What you are after is you force them where you want them. So this gun is going to go off. Two things are going to happen from that. One, you will take 2 harm. And it I know they're not really made out of anything, but it pierces your left wing. And it feels like it hurt your soul. But now you have this gun in your hand and you light your hand on fire and the metal does start to melt.
And then I'm also headbutting him. Do I need to roll kick ass for that too?
You do.
This happened in the doorway.
Yes.
10.
Okay. Okay, yeah. I think the thing in his ear will pop out and his nose is just going to start bleeding pathetically and have a gash across the front of it. Because you fucking broke it.
What is Mark's mom and other Mark doing?
I think other Mark just has his gun and still hasn't left the closet.
Yeah.
And I think Mark's mom is going to pull down a door that will turn into some stairs to go up to the attic.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
I will roll for this if you want me to.
I will want you to.
Is there any like Christmas lights up on this house?
Why?
Because I want to do something if there are.
Is there Christmas lights and is there a chimney?
I'm going to have you roll plus sharp.
Okay.
She's gonna dress up as Santa Claus.
You got it. You got it. How did you know?
If there's a chimney and there's Christmas lights, that's
Plus sharp?
Yeah.
11.
Yeah, there's some Christmas lights on the trim of the house.
Okay.
The edge of the roof.
Wonderful. And is there like a chimney or something?
Yeah, I think so.
Sweet. All right, so this guy, I want to try to first, like, if it's possible to, like, knock him out or stun him.
I mean, you could try to do that.
If I need to, like, get behind him and, like, do, like, a half Nelson or whatever, I don't know, choke him out or something. Can I try that?
Kind of. Why don't you roll kick some ass?
12, dance move.
You inflict and suffer harm as normal and pick one of these advancce effects. Everybody in the fight gets +1 forward. You suffer no harm at all. You do double harm, or you drive the enemy away.
If I'm trying to incapacitate him or something, what would be, like, double harm?
Probably. Yup. So what are you attacking with?
My sword. I don't want to life drain him. I just want to, like, kind of choke him out or something.
So I think this is actually going to be kind of an Errol Morris sword fight.
Mm-hmm.
Clink, clank, clunk. You'll slash him 1. He'll slash you 1. You will take 2 harm. And I mean, you'll take it. It cuts through all your defenses, natural and unnatural.
Okay.
As it does so, you get the very distinct feeling that this is not just a sword.
Okay. Am I able to, like, knock him out? Or is he still kicking? I'm not trying to kill him. I just want to pass him out.
Okay. And how much harm does your sword do?
3,
Why don't you roll like under pressure? Let's have that do it.
9.
So he will pass out, but he will get you again. So you'll take 2 more. Or you can break free and kick him away and not get hit. A difficult choice.
I'll take the harm.
Okay.
And because what I want to do, I really want it to happen.
Okay.
Maybe this is stupid. I don't know. Okay, so as soon as he's passed out, I want to take the Christmas lights and fucking wrap them around his legs. And then I want to attach the other end around the chimney and fucking hang him over the back of the house so that all the blood starts running to his head. And then when he wakes up, I want to start questioning him.
You are
Nice.
monsters. Okay. Casey,
No.
Mark's mom has gone up into the attic. What are you doing?
Is the attic like in the hallway or is it in the linen closet?
It's in the hallway.
And other Mark's kind of just sitting there.
Brandishing the gun.
You can keep the gun, but you promise me you'll stay right there.
I'm in the fight. Can't tell me what to do, but I might decide strategically that this is a good vantage point.
Fucking A. Oh, I guess I'll go up to the attic.
Okay.
What is she doing out there?
She's digging through a trunk.
No time to find historic family photos. What are you doing?
I'm looking for my book.
Fine. If you want to defend your house, that's on you. I'm gonna go save your other son. And in case he's gonna run all the way downstairs. She heard
Select under
that
pressure
gunfire.
for reasons I don't care to fully explain.
I mean, do you ever explain?
Eventually.
What was it?
Act under pressure.
6.
So you are not going to make it out of the attic. You are going to feel a hand on your shoulder stopping you, and then you are going to hear words that are not words, and then you can feel the blood pounding in your head. You feel stronger and scarier than you ever have in your whole life. You look down at your hands, and they're like burning with this ethereal purple fire. There's something outside this house, and you want to kill it so bad.
What's the quickest way to get outside?
Jump out the attic window, which is what you do. Mark Clayton,
Yes.
a terrifying version of Casey Davis, lands in a rain of broken glass. Casey isn't home right now. She is rage. What's going through your head right now is just how angry this whole situation is making you. That you did everything right, god damn it, and this is what you get for it. Now you don't even exist. What the fuck kind of justice is that? And all of this stuff, everything that could make you mad right now is. And you throw all of that rage into a punch that hits this guy in his right shoulder and just cracks the bone. And I think cracks a couple of bones in your hand, but you don't even feel it. Not yet. So yeah, Mark, this guy's kind of got a dangling, useless arm with like just hanging from his trigger finger is this huge melted gun. He's gonna take, in like a fluid motion, he'll yank a dagger from his belt, slam it into his leg, and shout, "Sanguine!" And then all of this blood will just come rushing out of his leg and start to form something. Kira, what are you doing?
Is the guy... Can I make him up? I want to be like flying in front of him.
He's dangling from the roof.
Roll manipulate someone.
10.
You smack him and he wakes up.
Hey, buddy. Rough day. How the fuck did you find us? You tracking us or something? And can I use Dark Negotiator to get him to answer me?
Technically, he's a person, so manipulate someone already works.
Oh, okay.
You?
Who are you tracking?
We're here for the witch. Why are you protecting her?
I'm sorry. Do you see the position you're in right now? I think I'm asking questions. Why do you want her?
You heard me tell you she's a witch, right?
Yeah.
We should be on the same side here.
Does he not see the wings that I have like out right now?
Are you wearing anything outwardly branded ears?
I don't think Kira does.
Why don't you roll plus sharp for me?
11.
You recognize this guy.
Ooh. Is it?
Not by name.
Have you seen him around the office?
You have seen him around the office.
Fuck, okay. I knew it!
Oh!
My fucking theory.
I think he'll say it again. We should be on the same side here.
She's a person. Just because she's got some monstrous shit that puts a target on her back.
You know what? Maybe we shouldn't be on the same side. How in the hell did you make it in?
Good question. Do I see any, like, tech on him? Like...
Not tech.
No tech, like, nobody's watching me right now.
Oh, like...
From ears.
Roll read a bad situation.
Just 12.
You get 3 questions. First one, can you tell if he's got anything monitoring him? I think quite the opposite. I think he has a lot of, like, sort of in-between technology looking things on him, things that seem like at once ancient and futuristic. You get the sense from one of them that, did you investigate anything on the other drum guys, or did they get away? No, that you
We haven't interrogated them yet. I mean, we had asked them, I think, who sent them, and they said, like, the director.
Yeah.
Which makes a lot of sense.
There's one thing that he has that they had. Honestly, it looks like it's just like a strip of leather with like a big substantial stud through the center of it. And you can tell that it's some kind of anti-tracking device.
It's an anti-tracking device that he can't be followed.
Yes.
Okay. Kira takes it.
You feel hidden.
And I've got 2 more questions.
Yep.
How... I don't know if I'd be able to figure this out with this roll, but how were they able to find her? How did they know? I mean, I don't know if like she was in hiding or not, but all of a sudden they found her.
I don't think you fully know, but I think what you can kind of put together or assume is they've been after this group and groups like them for a long time. I do want to say I think that the thing that connected the last dot for them was that Mark's mom went on Tinder.
Oh no!
Oh,
Because she's been online. Okay. Can I ask him, like, well, I already kind of did, and he didn't really give me a very great answer.
But now you've rolled.
It's true. What did she do? Why are you after her? And you can't just tell me that it's because she's a fucking witch. If that were the credentials, why am I fucking working with ears?
And what he's going to say to you, Kira, is Ears has lost its way. The drum is how we find it again. And then he's going to try and do something.
Can I say wrong answer and I life drain him?
You want to, like, kill him?
Yeah.
Why don't you roll Act Under Pressure?
9.
Is there any way that I can help? Like, I was thinking Casey could just scream.
Big no. You're on the other side of the house. You don't... Honestly, right now, you are furious at Kira because she has some relationship with Jesse and you don't. Like everything else, it makes you so mad. You are tapping into some very, very deep shit inside of you that you otherwise don't look at. Here's what I think happens. You go to life drain him. He bites down hard on something in his teeth.
Ooh, the cyanide capsule?
Something like that. And then, like, you can see it's as though there's some angry purple light inside him, and the skin on his face begins to crack, and his eyes start to glow and actually shine like headlights. So this would have done 3 harm. Your defenses will protect against this, because what's going to happen to him is that he's going to ignite and explode. You get your full life drain out of him, but it feels bad.
Dead life.
Not quite.
I know.
You just more feel like a blood hangover.
Okay. Is that free harm that I heal then?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go down to the other prey as soon as I can.
Okay. The thing you see is this guy with the dagger in his leg. I think he's going to take the dagger out of his leg and then blood will like start just spouting out and like all like moving with a weird deliberation into the same exact place. Even when he moves, the spout of blood redirects to form up into this pile. I think he's going to weakly throw the dagger at you, Mark. Would you roll kick some ass for me?
10.
You fucking catch it. And then he's going to fall to one knee, point his good hand at you, and like husky and death rattling, he'll just say, him. And then this pile of blood will stand up, smile at you, and with hands of liquid blades rush towards you. What do you do? Casey, I think you continue to smash the guy.
Who is this guy that I'm smashing? Because Kira had killed one. Kira's dealing with one and Mark's dealing with one.
This is the one that Mark's dealing with.
Oh, okay.
You broke the shit out of his arm. He stabbed himself in the leg and built a blood friend. And now you are just like beating him into a pulp.
Okay.
Why don't you roll kick some ass?
Can I go incorporeal? Wait, can I get damaged if I'm incorporeal and someone...
Well,
you can't go through people.
I know, would I just bounce off? Like, would I actually... I suppose I would still get damaged.
I think with what he's attacking you with, I think it would be the same thing. You would like go incorporeal, get slashed, and then go, come on!
I rolled a 9.
Is that my turn?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go incorporeal because I know I'm damaged, and I'm gonna try and like cannonball myself through the wall into the living room where we were standing, so that I'm safe from this thing because it can't go through the wall.
Okay. Roll act under pressure.
13, and that's my advanced move.
Nice.
All right.
Okay, so yeah, I jump and try and roll inside the house, and I just lay there for a second.
Okay, so you do great. I do think you like throw yourself back into the house and through a wall, and then this thing like slashes at you, and its claws dig into and get stuck in that wall.
Is it possible for me to grab its leg and pull it back outside?
I want you to roll kick some ass.
11.
Tracks 2, so 9.
Okay. So yes, it's a 9.
So you're gonna grab its leg. It feels like, you know when you pick up like a stick that's been in the river for weeks, and it's just like covered in some sort of like
Algae.
slimy casing. Yeah, it's like that. It's solid, it's soaking wet, it's vaguely unsettling. It's gonna grab your arm and wrench it back, and then just like look you straight in the face. You hate it so much. And yeah, it's just this like, it literally looks like somebody drew a smiling face with their fingernails.
Because right now I'm assuming I'm just using fisticuffs, right?
Yeah, but that ain't nothing. You're gonna roll kick some ass.
8.
I think this thing slashes at you, gets you across the midsection on your right side. You slash at it, and it screams like a dinosaur. And you can see like somehow you did slash through the blood, and you can see other blood pouring out of it.
Can I ask it to do something weird?
What weird thing do you want to do?
I guess it's more so like bloody and horrific maybe, but I'm wondering if it's possible for me to like stab my fists into its chest and rip open their ribs.
Ooh, brutal. That is possible. If you want to do that, I'm going to make you roll act under pressure, and I'm going to make you add 3 to it.
Is it make me add 3 to it?
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to add 3 to it.
Thereby giving me 3 points to use against you.
Yeah, you still currently have 1.
Yes, I do.
13. So if I could, I want to drive the enemy away.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty friggin' gruesome, and you're like...
I was gonna maybe add a thing at the end.
Hit me.
Is it possible to grab the ribs, rip them open, and then like kick where the ribs had been, so like the ribs come apart from the person and they go like flying?
So it doesn't have proper ribs.
Okay.
It's not a full...
Yeah, I just didn't know if like my hands could go through this inky blackness to the person that is under there.
Yeah, so your hands kind of go through, and like, honestly, at this, it feels more and more like kind of driftwood. Like it's solid enough, but it's not organs and skin and bones. It's just a thing. You slam your hands into it, brace against 2 sides of the holes you've made, and yank it in half, and like that. And it's like arm and head dangling to one side, other arm dangling to the other. The face is looking at you like you just said something very funny, and then it melts away. And you like, with your shove and your rip, Viking scream of ancient fury, and you are covered in blood, and all you can think about now is how angry you are that you don't have anything left to hit. There might be something in the house though, so that's where you go.
Would I have noticed any like, I don't know, sigils or anything like that were on Casey or anything after she got like touched that have been, that I could help like deactivate or something like that? When she like came outside and was attacking or whatever? Would I have noticed anything?
Yeah, I think, especially with your sight,
Maybe something emanating off of the... off of her.
I think it's going to be okay anyway. There, you can tell though that the like locus, the epicenter of this fury energy, is the top of her right shoulder, or left shoulder.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of looks like, what is it called? I think it's the Sierpinski gasket. Yeah, the Sierpinski triangle. It kind of looks like that.
When she walks into the house, I'm probably to the left, I'm assuming. Yeah, that's where I'm visualizing it. I came through the wall and I'm in the living room. I'm to the left. To the right, there was the kitchen or something like that.
That sounds right.
Can I make a loud noise in the kitchen when she walks in?
Sure.
I think I'm just gonna I don't know, make a little burst of energy or something like that in one of the pots that might be like sitting on the stove or something like that.
And can Kira come down from where she was to go into the house?
Okay.
I don't know what it is tonight, but I'm rolling 10s every single time. It's so weird. So I rolled a 10 on that, and when I'm assuming, would she turn to look at that?
Trying to think.
I would assume it would be a little bit of an abnormal sound, like it's louder than.
Casey, roll read a bad situation.
9.
You are headed to the kitchen looking for something to hit.
As she turns, can I try to? Because I know where that thing is on the back of her neck. Can I try and incinerate it or something like that?
Ooh.
Just
roll use magic.
14. It would. I was hoping it would be really precise, so not to hurt her, kind of thing.
Yep, and with a 14, it will be. I think, Casey, you feel just like it feels precisely like if you were to hold your hand just above a turned on electric stove burner, but right here. And then everything gets your vision gets very sharp for a second, and then very fuzzy. And then you don't remember why you were in the kitchen.
Casey, you okay?
You do remember everything else.
What happened in here?
What do you mean by everything else?
The fight.
All of everything from the fight, all of the fury you felt, the thing you thought about Kira. I don't know how much you still agree with it, but it's there.
You punched his shoulder out of that guy and then ripped his rib cage open. What the hell?
Where is your mom? And I think Casey's going to storm upstairs.
Who looks more hurt between the two of them?
Between Mark and Casey?
Me. Yeah, who is more hurt harm-wise?
I'm almost dead.
Casey.
Technically, I think it's 8 harm to be dead according to the book. It's 7, and then at 8 you're dead. Right?
What were you at before this fight?
Me? I had 2 harm.
Okay. You now have 5. And your right hand has 2 broken fingers.
I'm still storming upstairs.
You're both at 5?
Yeah.
Can I fucking heal both of them? Could I split it?
I think you'll have to catch Casey.
Okay. I mean, I can do it at range. My life drain.
Roll use magic.
13. Advanced move.
2 to 1.
I'll heal them both. Well, if I'm splitting it, how does that work?
The same.
Okay. So I'll heal them both for 2.
Okay, so then you'll take 2.
Okay. Hey, we're all at 3, guys. Sharing the harm.
3 arm club.
I want to follow after Casey.
I was just going to shout to Mark as I'm running after her. They were after your mom.
As I'm storming up the stairs and going to the hallway, do I see other Mark in the linen closet?
I think as you're coming upstairs down the hallway, you see Mark's mom. And then as you walk towards her, other Mark will step in between the two of you and pull the gun on you.
Okay, I'm going to deck him.
Roll kick some ass. Subtract 4.
Can I try and intervene and put a firewall in between them?
Are you following?
Is it 4?
I mean, I would have seen her go upstairs.
No, she rolled a 4. So what's going to happen...
I'm trying to figure out if I should use a luck point or not. No, I'm not.
You're going to hear a voice from behind other Mark. go, dorme, and then you are asleep.
If she's like falling, can Kira try to catch her?
Yes. Roll act under pressure.
Kira just loved you so much. She rolled double sixes.
Oh,
14.
It's very graceful and cute, but also like totally tough.
Yeah, like so cool. I think Kira looks up at Mrs. Clayton, which, by the way, is that like her maiden name?
That's a good question. I think so.
Hi, Mrs. Clayton. My name is Kira Ashwood.
These people were here for you, so do you have anything you would like to share with us? Perhaps?
I think we need to go.
I think so too. Good thing is I have this now and they can't track us.
Ooh, clever. Mark, what are you doing?
I'm slowly getting up from where I was laying on the ground and coming up towards the stairs. Are you guys okay?
Well, Casey's asleep.
Well, and I think I knew what Casey was doing, or I thought I knew what she was doing. So
What did you do exactly?
I protected my home.
Yeah. Well, Casey's mine, so better watch yourself.
I knew she'd be okay. She's strong.
Yep. We need to go somewhere. Mark, you haven't really had time to talk, but I think something's happening with Theo.
What do you mean?
She texted me and said that there was something going on with the third sons and that she was going to hunt a werewolf. And I just can't shake this feeling that it's connected to Sarah because she's back.
Can I try and reach out to Theo?
Yes, you can. Theo.
Actually, can I see through her eyes?
That will be a use magic roll.
Can I try that?
Well, if you communicate with her telepathically, perhaps.
Without her
Without her knowing?
That will not be likely.
Okay.
Can I argue that
I
like
don't know if she's gonna.
Theo has a lot of
Mark.
practice, like growing up and training against that kind of stuff.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, Mark, you kind of try to do that, but it's like your third eye has a blindfold on it.
Damn it! She's blocking me. I don't know.
You can't contact her?
You can reach her, but you can't look through her eyes.
Hold on. Theo, what's going on? I just tried connecting with you and you're like not letting me in. What's up?
Question for Johnny.
Mhm.
If I communicate with Mark, I can do it through my mind that Deacon would not know, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Mark. Hey. No, I have barriers in place to prevent people from taking me over easily. Where are you guys? Are you okay?
We just, long story short, I met my mom. In another version.
Are you okay?
I mean, I'm a little shaken up. Casey just ripped someone's chest out. It was interesting. There were some crazy things that were happening, but we're okay now. How are you? We just wanted to check in and make sure you're okay.
Ask about the werewolves.
Oh, werewolves. And I shoot her a picture, like, because the Kira startles me. Because I'm like just in the Theo chatting mode. I just like flashed an image of a werewolf in your head. Sorry. I
I do that.
I do that.
We got to work on it.
I know. I'm sorry.
I'm okay. I'm with my brother. We haven't encountered any werewolves yet. What are you guys doing? What's your next move?
We just had Kira felt off about the situation that you guys are in, and we wanted to double check and make sure you guys are okay. Do you guys need us to come meet up with you?
No, I'm fine. I need you guys to check in with Carl and Quinn, the third sons. Carl's my contact with the third sons, and he contacted me saying that he needed help. He didn't know what to do. It sounded like something breaking loose with Quinn. I'm afraid that their control over her broke. Have you guys seen them?
I'm assuming you were translating this between the two.
I was just gonna say, I think I'm gonna here. I'll let you talk.
let me patch Kira in.
All right, you're in.
Oh my god.
This message has been brought to you by
Hey,
Mark Clayton.
I got a message from Aaron too, and I think something's going on, but I sent some folks to go and check out, make sure everything's okay, and to get them out of there if they need to.
How are they? How's Quinn?
I don't know. We haven't been able to get there yet. We're dealing with this other situation, and where are you guys headed?
Has Deacon told me where we're going?
Or do you know? Can you see from like the signs where you're headed?
I mean, we passed Rochester, so we're going south.
Tommy's in Iowa, and he's not alone.
There won't let anything happen to Tommy, I promise. I don't even know if he's the werewolf we're going after. We're going after something unusual, something from there.
Wait, something from there?
Sarah.
Who's Sarah?
Tommy's sire. She's back.
She was dead, but somehow she's back. And we have to be careful because I know Tommy and he's going to try to save her. And if you guys get there, I'm worried he's going to put himself in danger.
Well, I'll do everything I can to not let him get harmed.
What about your brother? Is he like you?
You're going to need to be a little more specific.
I do want to, if in the novelization of this, Theo says the word brother in a different way than Casey does.
Yeah. I'm guessing from the tone of your voice in my head that no.
Quote unquote voice.
Yeah. That he is not like you. You need to buy time.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I'll try my best to. I'll try my best. Where are you guys going? Because I
think I need to go to Iowa, but we can try to get some people over to check on the rest of the Third Sons. I can't not be there if something's happening with Tommy.
I can't have you guys show up.
Why?
Yeah, why?
It's gonna put you guys in more danger.
That's part of it. Comes with the territory, Theo.
It's really you're putting me in a really hard position.
Yeah, and
Imagine how I feel.
Yeah, I can't not be there for Tommy. Look, I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to get Tommy out of there. Buy us some time.
If you can get him out without us seeing him, without seeing you guys, whatever happens.
What's up with your brother?
Kira will manipulate someone.
9.
If you tell Kira the deal with your brother, you'll mark experience.
He's a part of the family. And if he sees me working with you guys, you're going to be in danger, and I'm going to be in a lot more danger.
That's not the deal with your brother, Theo. Stop there and you don't get to mark experience. And, for reasons I don't care to explain, roll use magic.
That's a 9.
Pick a glitch.
It's weakened. Theo's gonna say to Kira, my brother is a cold-blooded killer.
Does her brother know that she just said that too?
We'll get to that.
Oh, fuck.
Then Theo, you play your part well, and he doesn't need to know anything.
I've been trying to do that my whole life.
Oof.
Well then, do you want to continue playing the role of your fucking lifetime, or do you want to get a new role? Because we'll back you up.
I think Mark chimes in. We can help you.
I know you can help me, but I need a little more time.
Okay. Try to distract him. Try to buy us some time. I'm gonna try to get them out of there, hopefully before you guys ever even get there.
Be careful.
You too. You got this. You've got this, Theo.
So on that topic, first, for you to do that, to like buy time, roll manipulate someone.
I really need to go to the bathroom.
I was thinking that actually. Manipulate someone.
Oh my god. Yes.
I could really use the
Are you serious? We just stopped.
Is this against my brother? This is against my brother, right?
Yes.
7.
The next thing, the next thing that's going to happen to Theo is you're going to stop talking to Kira, driving down this road. Deacon's going to go, so who was that? I would like to have the scene end there with Theo, with so who was that? And then snap, like tense, cut to black. But if you want to respond, I will allow that.
Well, my boyfriend. You know, the guy whose call you rejected, and he was worried about me. So,
Roll manipulate someone.
10, because it's my brother. It's hard to get in contact with someone when you don't have their phone.
I think he's going to say, boyfriend with mind powers. Got to be careful around that one.
Not mind powers, just tech.
What I'm telling you is that he is aware that you are having a telepathic conversation. He wasn't able to hear any of the content of it, but he knows it happened.
No, and I was trying to insinuate that, like, Carl was using technology in order to telepathically talk to me.
Okay.
If I can get away with that.
I would like for you to roll manipulate someone again.
Okay. 7.
I think he's going to make like a mock hurt face and be like, hey, I'm not going to rat you out for dating another practitioner. You don't have to lie to me.
Since when did you ever care about me?
Are you with me on this?
I'm with you. It doesn't mean I have to trust you.
Fair enough.
Can we go to the bathroom?
Oh, hey, dinosaur museum.
Oh my god, the biggest ball of yarn. Let's
Have
go.
you been to the Spam Museum? And I passed it. It's just right here in Austin.
Hey guys, Jonny here, the Keeper. Just cutting in to say a few things. Thanks for listening to the Monsters Playbook. We hope you've been having a great time listening because we've been having a blast putting this together and putting it out there. It's been amazing to interact with listeners and this great community of gamers and podcasters. We've got a ton of exciting stuff coming up for you, so stay tuned. If you want to support the show, you can leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts, and now you can also leave a rating on Spotify. Either one will help the show get noticed. We all read every single one, and we love hearing from fans. We love having fans. You can also follow us on all of our social media accounts. We're on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and we're on Twitter at Monster Playbook. Character limits, what are you going to do? Plus, you can email us at monstersplaybook@gmail.com if you have any questions about the show or the game, or if you want to share any fan art. We'd love to hear from you. But the absolute best thing you could do would be to tell your friends about us. If you know someone who might like what we're doing, let them know. We'll get a new listener. You'll get somebody to talk to about this show you like. Everybody wins. But again, seriously, thank you so much for listening. Obviously, we'd still love to play this game regardless, but it really means a lot to have other people come with us on this adventure. Okay, you monsters, let's get back to the show. Kira and Mark will see like a dawning realization flash across Mark's mom's face, and she'll go, RJ, and run to the master bedroom.
Oh shit, was he there the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Does RJ have any special powers?
You ask your mom that?
Oh, no, I was just asking.
You're just asking me. I'm not. Why on earth would I answer that?
Okay, so can I text Donovan and see if he has any updates?
Tell me what you want to text to Donovan.
What's the situation? Is Quinn still there?
Why don't you roll read a bad situation?
Is Aaron and Carlos?
So Samantha Clayton is going to run to a very hefty closet door and slide it open, behind which will be looking perhaps a bit shaken, but still confidently handsome RJ.
Okay. I just rolled 7 for read bad situation.
You can get the answer to one question from Donovan.
Would I be able to ask are Aaron and Carl okay?
Alive. Not okay.
Help them? Can you text back?
He won't text back.
Okay. But I can text back just
Yeah. Help them ?
Yes. Heal them. Do something, please.
So I think RJ is smells overwhelmingly of lavender, but damn if it isn't the safest place in the house. And he and Samantha will hug.
Hi, I'm Kira. What's your name?
My friends call me RJ.
RJ, is that short for anything?
You're cute.
Thanks.
Hell of a thing, huh? You guys, just like a family business now.
I'm assuming and hoping that Kira has put Casey down somewhere safely.
I think she's got you slumped against the wall right now.
I think Samantha will say, I'll tell her when she wakes up, but I am sorry about your friend.
Thanks.
It was just the first spell I could find.
What other ones you got? Can you heal us up or something?
I want you to roll use magic to answer that question.
It's just an 8.
I think the spell that she has at hand to heal you would eat up half of the money all of you has. So if you did it, Mark might not make rent next month.
Oof. Okay. It costs money? What? Damn. It's expensive.
Yeah, guys, I won't be able to make rent next month if this goes through.
Nothing in this world is free, Kira Ashwood.
Oh, but wait, I bought a house, so
Oh, that's right. Well, you might not make your mortgage payment.
Oh.
Can you cost is there something you can swap it with, a different component or something?
Not with a 9.
You have a spell hacks book like Theo has.
Can Mark help dude for cheaper? Can he help provide a discount?
Mark, why don't you roll help out?
14.
Honestly, I did not know which direction that was going to go. Between the I like that and the absolutely I could see you turning on an effect. 4.
14.
I think RJ is going to say to Samantha regarding the spell, well, it doesn't have to be their money. And she's going to be like, I couldn't ask.
Yeah, you can.
And he's going to go, you didn't. Half of his wealth is going to disappear.
But he's pretty rich. It's fine.
You have no idea.
Yeah.
So she'll ask him he'll sign his signature on a piece of paper. He whispers something to her. So yeah, I think she holds her hands over this piece of paper that has his signature on it, rips it into 3 pieces, and has each of you eat one.
I haven't done this since kindergarten, but okay.
Does that include Casey? And how the fuck does that work?
What did you do in kindergarten?
Can I try?
Just eat paper.
Yeah, can I try to wake up Casey?
Casey will wake up, and the first thing that you will see is Mark's mother, and she's sincerely saying to you, I'm sorry, and thank you.
Fuck you.
I think Casey's going to get up.
Casey's gonna swat it away from her.
Supposed to help.
I'm fine. I'm gonna walk downstairs.
Kira eats her piece of paper. And then I want to grab the paper from Samantha.
I know.
Yeah.
And I think Samantha is going to say she is not.
Yeah.
But I understand.
Mm-hmm. How much do I heal from that?
All the way.
Thanks.
And you too, Mark. And you too, Casey, if you eat it.
Yeah, Kira's going to go down, find Casey.
But I think you can vaguely hear RJ being like, so if the third one doesn't, do I get... Never mind.
Do I get like a little bit of my money back?
I think if possible, like Casey would go outside.
Mm-hmm.
I devour the paper.
You heal all the way up, Mark.
And Kira, find Casey.
Yeah, I think Casey, you know what's about to happen. Kira comes and finds you.
Yeah, Casey is pacing outside.
There's so much pain in your right hand.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
It is preoccupying.
I feel like Casey has it instinctually, like, up, like, against, like, yeah, you know?
I think, like, if you try to make a fist, like, some of your fingers won't obey your mind.
Yeah, and I think she has gone to, like, maybe the other side of, like, the car to not see or look at the... Well, wait, is there anything left of that blood monster?
He evaporated, right?
Not... I think there's a small puddle of blood, but not like a puddle that would contain all the blood that made up the thing.
Yeah, I think she would be avoiding that.
Sounds right.
Like, look at you when you come outside.
So I was told that it got a little messy back there.
Yeah? Fucking witch.
Yep, she reacted badly.
Yeah, and she has no fucking clue who she reacted badly on.
This is also my favorite show. Because I didn't even realize as I was doing it how much that would push Casey's buttons.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of callbacks with that one.
Yup. Agency.
Yep. What do you want to do about it, Casey?
Hey, what was that?
So I was kind of curious if Casey would break down. So, like, acting under pressure.
Sure.
And I just rolled a 15.
Okay. Congratulations.
Double sixes. Because I was thinking about Casey crying to Kira, but nope. About Mark's mom or about what?
About now.
Casey?
You eat this piece of paper with the nice man's signature on it that will somehow heal your wounds.
Look, I don't know what totally happened in there. I get the sense that you don't want to talk about it right now. But I think you know you need to. That conversation that we had earlier today. While I'm here.
Remember when we were fighting Sarah and the werewolves?
Yes.
And I just went, I was gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, had a little bit of a rerun of that tonight, courtesy of Mark's mom. Didn't ask me or anything. I mean, it felt fucking good, but
you lost yourself for a second.
Stirred up a lot of anger that I don't think that I knew that I had.
Anger's tricky, but it's also simple.
Listen, I can see visibly that you're better because you ate the paper. I'll eat it. I'll eat it.
That would make me feel better. I think it would make you feel better too. I think Kira's actually kind of chuckling because it just sounds silly. I can see you while we eat paper.
I never thought I'd say this to you, but eat the paper.
Guys, shut up.
I'm sorry.
Could I hear this conversation happening outside?
Probably.
Can I come out and try something?
I mean, I want you to.
What were you going to say?
We'll just see what happens. Casey's about to speak, and then out comes Mark.
I'll take it, but I'm not going back in there. Not unless you want me to kill. Excuse me. Not unless you want another fight.
No, there's a few things I found out while you were occupied. I need to go find Tommy, and we also need to check up on Aaron and Carl with the third sons.
Here comes Mark.
Oh, there he is.
Mark, what do you want to try to do?
How strong is my magic ability?
Kind of.
Depends on how well you roll.
And what you want to do.
I'm gonna walk up to Casey and I'd be like, hey, just want to say thank you for saving me back there with the guy and everything. Trust me, I have no idea what my mom did to you, but whatever it was, you had a lot of energy that seems like you're dealing with, and I totally understand where you're coming from there, not being able to be in control. And
I think Casey should like shove you away. You don't know anything about what I went through, what I'm going through.
listen, I know that you're hurting, and I am too. And I want to give you something to remember that, you know, you are not this monster. You're a good person, Casey.
What do you want to give her, Mark Clayton?
And with that, I'm gonna try to give her. I'm gonna try and give her some fire wings that she's gonna be able to use, imbue some type of like firepower that she'll be able to have.
So here's what I want to do, because I do think technically doing something like that would be big magic.
And I'm wondering, does that take a part of me away?
If you're
Here's what I want to say.
What are you thinking here?
Well, I also want to say, does Casey want that?
I think it would be. I think the thing I would do would be like in addition to what she has, and it's something that can be removed. But
Because if she does, it should be her choice.
You fucking talked about consent, Mark Clayton.
I know what your gift is going to be.
ooh, I like this better.
You are going to either roll once for use magic and give up your wings, or roll 3 times for use magic. If you fail even once, you won't know it.
Okay.
Roll 3 times. Don't do one.
I think I'm gonna roll.
Don't get rid of your wings.
I'm gonna roll once. This is for Casey.
Okay.
12.
You know a way into the hallway. You can get to the hallway from there. Mark,
So
you know how to get Casey back. That's your gift.
Casey, I know a way to get you back, but we have to go there to get there.
Oh, are you just figuring this out now?
Yeah, I know we have to go there.
What's the problem?
Here's the other thing that I want to tell you, because I can make this work and make it lovely. Not only do you know the way from there to the hallway, you know the kind of deal that your mother made with something from there. So you don't lose your wings now, but you know you can bargain with them to get you all into there.
To get us to there?
There.
Not only do you know how to get, not that you have to go there, you know how you can get there.
So we need to talk to my mom to figure out who she made the deal with?
Figure out the denizen that she talked to of this dimension.
I am so psyched for you guys to go there.
Holy shit.
There'll be a trip. The other side.
So that's his gift.
Well,
Kira. And Casey's going to hold out her hand for the paper.
Casey, roll read a bad situation. Do I have any points to use against you?
No, you don't.
Okay.
12.
The piece of paper you have says Rex.
I knew it! I called it. Rex Struck has no soul.
I rolled a d6 to determine which part of the signature you had.
I think Casey's gonna, from looking at the paper, look up to Kira and say, looks like you gotta go talk to Mark's new dad, Rex.
Oh, really?
Holy shit.
Kira, Casey, do you eat the paper?
No, I think Casey's just gonna crumple it up and throw it on the ground.
Will you let me at least attempt to heal you then?
No. Kira, for fun, roll manipulate someone. I know it won't fully matter, but I want to put some mechanical consequences.
7.
I don't know. It's from his mom, and there's also Rex.
Red flags.
If you eat it, Casey, you will heal all of your harm and mark experience. Kira did it. Kira wants you to do it.
Is it possible for me to read a bad situation? Because I'm worried that if I eat this, that I'm going to be put under someone's control.
I know that you're scared of that. Go ahead and roll read a bad situation.
10.
I don't know how you would know this, but this isn't that kind of spell. What I want to kind of say and decide about what you know about this magic is that, like, the reason that this kind of spell works the way it works is because of the nature of consumption and evacuation.
So farting. Just kidding.
It's poo-poo and pee-pee. But, like, the nature of this particular category of spell, when you're eating something,
What goes in must come out.
exactly. Anything that would have permanent or lasting effects, the way they do that is by etching it into the body. Mm-hmm. The way that you do things that are single use or temporary is through eating or drinking.
So then Casey will eat it. Do I still get experience?
Yes, because you ate it. So I think there's one more thing that at least Carol wants to do. What's your thing, Casey?
It's really small. It's like Casey kind of just wants to be alone for a minute and sort of talk to herself.
So here's what I want to do for that. What pleases me. You had a dream. And in the dream, it was just this big black room, and standing still and motionless was you with the ethereal purple fire. Sitting quiet, not exactly scared of her, was you at age 10. I don't know what your vision for talking to yourself was, but this is mine.
Well, Casey was just gonna be outside without Mark and Kira. Just talking to the air. But I guess more specifically, Tessa. Just I wish you were around. I don't know what happened to you.
In that case, I would like to change the dream to have been, instead of yourself as a child, you see, it's teenage Tessa.
Okay.
And she looks up at you and says, "Hey, Nightmare." So it's like you're in the room, you can see another copy of you, like a statue of you as the rage monster. Like a statue of you in the room, and then also seated is Tessa. And she looks at you, the viewer, and says, "Hey, Nightmare." And I think that you can have and then be repeating the conversation is what I would like.
Yeah, I was just wondering because if she turns and says that Casey would step back, afraid to hurt Tessa.
Aw. I will tragically point out that it won't be her. Strouds and Shrouds.
Yeah. I know that.
Okay.
Well, Casey would know that, but I think Casey knows it somewhere really, really, really deep.
Yeah,
really,
that's what I
really
think
wants
too.
this to be true. I think Casey would like be talking something about like, I think you got me wrong. I don't think you truly knew who I was.
It's not so uncharacteristic.
I think Casey's also gonna express like that she's sick and tired of people trying to control her, and expressing her guilt about feeling angry and towards Kira, and also questioning if that's actually a real thing or if maybe Mark's mom put it there. I think Casey's added another body to her list that she wants. But essentially, Casey's not okay.
This show is nuts, you guys.
And I feel really bad because Kira's like working really hard to help, but
Trying to help everyone.
Thing that they are talking about in there, Samantha and RJ, is where to go next, because she can't stay here. These drum people are apparently after her, and everyone like her.
You stick with Mark, and then I give Mark the device.
Which Mark?
Our Mark.
our Mark?
To
Yeah.
be clear, is your intention for her to have that anti-surveillance device and stay with you?
I don't know where we want to go. She can come with us if she wants. I think it's just important that we keep RJ from coming with.
RJ has a cabin in Grand Marais that he will offer for Samantha to stay at.
I'm sure he would. Sure he would. I don't know. I've got a place that I think she would be safe.
I trust Kira.
I don't know how we want to divvy up. Kira's going to help Tommy.
Casey is gonna go with Kira, I think. Unless you tell her to go to Aaron's.
You should go to the third son's house.
So, okay, I think then in that case, I think I'd say we can bring you someplace safe.
Samantha, is it?
Call me Sam.
Sam? Okay. I think we can bring you somewhere safe, somewhere where you won't be able to be detected. And you can lie low for a little bit while we figure out what's going on.
Where is that exactly?
Are you asking me or is she asking me?
I am asking you.
I want to bring her to Divinity Shadow's headquarters.
You mean Dawnbreak?
Or not Divinity Shadow, Dawnbreak, excuse me.
I was like,
Dawn-
whoa!
Sorry. Different sect of the group, sorry.
He's like, fuck yeah, let's give her Divinity Shadow.
There you go, bye. No, with Dawnbreak.
We will send her to our creator. He will keep her safe.
Dawnbreak. You must join with the father.
Oh, God.
I think it's technically my haven, so I figure it's probably a good place, and I can give her the that thing so she can't be tracked. And then I think we go meet up with whoever the fuck was going to deal with the Aaron situation at the third son's place.
Okay.
So are we essentially though meeting up with Donovan? And
That's where I told them to go to the third sons. Yeah.
oh, okay.
Donovan, Riley, and whoever else would have been their gad, and if they
Donovan.
took any other reinforcements.
I watched that show, Donovan and Friends.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
Guest appearances, Kira Ashwood and Casey Davis.
It's like one of those the sitcoms where it's playing like a super cheesy show, like whatever, and then the trailer is like Kira and Casey like laughing like, oh god.
Yeah, I imagine it like Prince of Bel-Air style, like intro. Like
I was born and raised.
something about like I was born into this like cult.
In Colorado. I was born and raised in Divinity Shadow. Spent most of my days.
My adopted daughter like took me, and now I'm here.
Not making
I
trouble.
killed a lady. Now I got some wings. Now I'm going to tell you all kinds of things.
Oh, I love this show.
Oh, Johnny, please make a cover of that.
No.
Okay, so Sam is going to Dawnbreak.
Sam is going out to the dress barn.
Or is Rex going with her?
I would.
And other Mark.
I don't want that. Can we make that not happen?
How do you want that not to happen?
I will use Dark Negotiator on him. Because I'm suspicious that he is fucking crook.
Can I try something?
I would love for you to try something.
I am wondering, and you can totally say no if you think that this would be not where Casey's head at and stuff, but can Casey call the agency hotline on Rex Crook?
So here's what I want you to do.
Yeah.
I want you to roll the move, deal with the agency, but to not roll it plus sharp. I want you to roll it naked. Just straight up 2d6.
Okay. That's going to be a 6.
It sure is.
No. Can Kira help?
Roll it. Roll help out.
Okay.
I honestly can't decide if I want this to fail or succeed more.
That's a 9. So a 7.
It is a 7. Things aren't so great. You might get chewed out or there will be fallout, but you'll get what you need. The way that I want Kira Ashwood to help out is to say, like, if they don't recognize you, just try my name, Kira. And then it connects you, Casey. And then Kira, I think you might get a notification on your phone that you have like a work email. I think it's just from the author. All it says is, "What are you doing?" Sent from my mobile device. So Casey, you get like the most bored sounding middle-aged guy you can even imagine.
Hi. Can you get me some information on Rex Crook?
I live to gather information for the fighting of extra normal threats beyond what those capable of mortal men. Can you spell that?
REX is the first name.
R. Then E and X. Surname?
CR.
O.
O.
Hold on. O.
K.
Okay.
Roll investigate a mystery.
That's gonna be a 5.
All I'm gonna need from you is your name, rank, and badge number.
My badge.
Well, like, I have my badge, so like, I'm gonna like put the guy on mute real quick. So I was thinking if I could give him your name, but then use my number.
Anytime you wanna give me that name.
You can just give it you can give him my name.
Okay, I'm gonna unmute it.
Here's my badge.
Kira Ashwood?
Roll manipulate someone.
13.
I think he's just gonna kind of like sigh exhausted and just be like,
You know what? Sure.
he knows you're not Kira Ashwood.
How do they know me so well?
They have ways.
Can I
Ask 2 questions.
So many.
Putting on mute again. What do we ask about Rex? I didn't think I'd get this far.
So Rex, like, what's your deal? What would be a good question to ask about you?
I mean, essentially one of my things is like, I guess could he be trusted? But
He has no fucking soul.
okay.
What organizations is he working with?
We know he's the king. The fuck is he the king of?
So do you want me to ask what is he the king of?
You could say something like, yeah, we got intel that he is referred to as the king. Is there an organization that he's affiliated with? Like what is he leading or whatever? Something like that.
What she said.
Rex King Crook, president of Castle Industries. Legitimate business-wise, he's something of a real estate kingpin. Several charges levied, nothing quite has stuck. Seems to be something of a major player in the Twin Cities underworld. The jewel in the crown of his real estate empire is one of the
I almost want to pick a building in actual physical downtown for it to be that. You know what? The building that I used to work in, Plaza 7, that now called PwC Plaza, that also has the Radisson Blue, and Fire Lake Bar. What I want to change is it's going to be called Castle Plaza, and the bar on the first floor is going to be called the Starless Sea.
And sorry, he just owns that building? That's like his headquarters or something, or what?
I think it's probably the only building that Castle Industries owns.
Sure. He's like,
that has the Castle name on it. They own a bunch of buildings. They own some real estate, some like residential, some manufacturing, some very shady warehouses.
mm-hmm. And sorry, his company was called Castle Industries, you said?
Castle Industries.
If you would object to asking if there's anything supernatural, either there's something supernatural about Rex, or
you can either ask that. The other thing I would wonder is like what sort of resources maybe does he have at his disposal? Like, does he have like, obviously he's like very rich, but like, does he have like, is there known to be like any groups like the fucking Drum, for example, or whatever, like that has been known to work for him or before or something like that?
Because like essentially the reason why I called ears is because if I was going to go to Dawnbreak, I wanted to make sure that it would be safe if Rex goes with.
No, I don't want him to go with. I was going to try to, once we're done with this, like convince him not to go.
So you want me to ask, what other organizations do we suspect he's connected to?
We could do that, or I think it would be fair to like say like, are there any supernatural abilities that he possesses or something like that? It's up to you. It's your role.
Does Rex Crook have any supernatural resources that he's connected to?
In fact, he does. I think it's not public knowledge. It's not even like police or FBI knowledge, but it's ears knowledge that he's in constant contact with all kinds of supernatural organizations across the city. Honestly, I think he's been in touch with the Third Sons. I think he's got some I think he probably has at least one joint real estate venture with Nathaniel Rose. I think he's been photographed with people who've been connected to Divinity's Shadow. I think he's all over the place.
I'll mention a Dawnbreak though.
Nope. They would run contrary to each other, perhaps.
Does he run with Theo's people at all?
Maggio?
Yes, I think that he and like maybe not necessarily the Nessos family, but other families involved in the Maggio proper. He's like hosted fundraisers for causes they seem to believe in, like nature parks and shit. He's a pillar of a certain kind of community. How are you going to get him away from Samantha Clayton? Are you going to get him away from Samantha Clayton?
Good question.
I mean, can't they just go to like his fucking cabin?
Well, here's the thing.
Because between what she can do and what powers he has.
I don't know if I want her with this dude that's got no soul. And that was the one that sent numbers after us. He knew that Mark had come, and I think he called fucking numbers and tried to take Mark out. Nope, don't want him around Mark's mom.
Thanks, kid. I'm just gonna hang up.
The voice on the other side could be like,
I'm 44.
I don't know. What you do with Mark's mom is up to you and Mark.
I think Kira would talk to Rex, and I think she'll use her negotiator move if she needs to. And I think she would say, like, we need to secure Samantha first. Any other additional people who might know where she's going could be a risk to her. So I need you to go somewhere else while we get her safe. We can move you to her later.
Why don't you roll manipulate someone?
Okay.
13 advanced move.
All right.
Just leave.
Get the fuck out of here, Rex. I don't trust you. You said you had a cabin? Maybe you could head there.
He's gonna like reach into his back pocket and be like, I'm not worried about me. And then he'll like pull out just this, it's a little like, it's the size of like a credit card. It is definitely made out of platinum, like a little case.
Mm-hmm.
He'll flip it open. No, he'll just like, he'll hold it and he'll like depress a button on one side and it will flip up and he will pull out the most beautiful business card you've ever seen in your whole life. He will hand you the most gorgeous business card you've ever seen in your entire life. It feels like it's maybe, this is troubling.
Welcome to your brain.
It feels like it's woven out of hair.
Don't like that. Don't like that. Okay.
It says Rex Brook,
Why on earth?
founder / CCO, Castle Industries. And it has his phone number and it has his email address.
Kira's going to pocket that and look at that later.
So you can get in touch with me when it's time.
Sounds good.
Will the boy be safe?
Of course.
But that other one who looks like him.
What about him?
Oh, there's a story there.
We've all got stories. Someday you'll have to tell me about yours, Rex.
My friends call me, I think when you,
I look at the
he
business
just
card.
handed you his fucking business card, but he will say my friends call me RJ.
That's right. Sorry. I'm weird with parents. I don't know. I feel like I gotta be like formal.
There is something about you.
Would you believe you're not the first to tell me that?
I hope you stay on my side.
Likewise. Okay. I will have you know, Johnny, that from the moment you introduced RJ, if you watch the recording, I said, Rex?
I assumed that was thinly veiled.
I kind of really want to befriend him. Like I really want to befriend him, but I'm really worried we're gonna get another Craig Throat situation.
I mean, I don't trust him at all because, I think he said numbers after us. But hey, he's going elsewhere right now, so that's cool.
I think he's to blame that we keep killing all these people because he's made us suspicious of everybody.
Mm-hmm. Cool. We can start heading towards the third sons.
Do we drop off?
We could drop off your mom at Dawnbreak first.
How did we get here?
I drove us.
If you're going to send Mark's mom off on her own, or if you're going to drop her off, I want to jump to the moment when you part ways, because I think she is going to take Mark by both of his hands and look into his fiery eyes and be like, I don't know how you're here physically separate. I don't know where this body came from, but I need you to know you are my son. You came from somewhere else, but I raised you just like I raised him. And I think she's gonna like lean in and like put her forehead against your forehead and be like, I'm your mom, kid. I'm always gonna be your mom.
I'll make you proud.
And she's gonna put her hands on your face and be like, you go fight the monsters.
Wait, Mark, do we want to tell her to like maybe not trust Rex, or do we want to keep that secret for right now?
I'm gonna root the moment.
I'm sorry. It seems like pertinent information.
And I think other Mark is gonna be like strangely casual about this whole thing, and like,
He's still eating Reese's.
Oh my God. He has a backpack of
He's got a lifetime supply.
That's his only magic ability, is to refill his bottle.
I want Mark to be a sweepstakes guy. He just enters sweepstakes.
points guy. And I think other Mark is gonna be like, I mean, on the plus side, kind of always wanted a brother.
Oh.
I look at him and go, hell yeah.
fist bump.
Oh, yeah. I want to go.
Do you want to head to the third son's house?
Yes.
Is there somebody at Dawnbreak who's like, because I think Riley and Gab were both gone. Like, is there somebody that's kind of like, looks like they're maybe like third in command that I could talk to?
You know what?
Yeah.
You know who's there? The book.
Oh my God. Oh, Charlotte.
Kira.
Oh, God. I didn't know you were here.
Yeah, she's still super tall. I think she's got like short, spiky hair. Oh, the description of her hair that just came up for me was Abby at the end, but it's like,
oh,
yeah.
No.
She maybe cuts it herself, but she brings you into a big burly hug.
Okay. Oh my God, I didn't know you were here.
She turns out okay.
Yeah, apparently she's alive. Kira didn't know that. Kira has some survivor's guilt. So, okay. I'm so glad you're here. How long have you been here?
Like a week.
Oh my God. Well, we're gonna have to catch up sometime, but I have to go deal with something else.
You're telling me things have been weird.
Really?
Not here.
Oh, okay.
Everything's great here.
In general, it's been weird. Okay. So anyways, these guys, they need a place to stay for a little bit. Make sure they don't contact anybody from outside.
It's kind of what we're all about here.
Yeah. They need to be under cloak and shadow. And some people, we don't totally know where their allegiances lie at the moment. So best to just keep communication within this dress barn. Really good to see you.
Holy shit, you too.
Oh my God. Still got to go camping though. Can we go to the Third Sons?
We would love to go to the Third Sons.
Who's that?
An old friend.
Oh. A good old friend or a bad old friend?
She's the good variety.
Anna variety?
I mean, yeah. No one's quite like Anna, but yeah. She lent me this really good werewolf book series this one time.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's called Wild Hearts.
Ooh.
This better not awaken anything in me.
That sounds exciting.
Yeah. So anyway.
Wild Hearts.
You know, she's good people.
So I think even as you're pulling up to the Third Son's house, you can see like, it looks like fireworks coming up from above it. As you get closer, there's something very specific that I'm trying to plan for. I'm trying to like ratchet some things around to decide what that thing actually is going to be. I want to ask a question that I want you all to immediately forget me asking.
Well, let me write it down.
Give me a minute. Let me get a pen.
Have you ever seen a specific car that the Invisible Family drives around in?
Casey got in that town car.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, Casey, there's a town car. But what you can see striking out like headlights in the night air in the front yard here is Gad and Donovan and 3 of the Third Sons doing their best to duke it out with 2 ghosts.
Do I recognize this town car?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say to Mark and Kira, that's an Invisible Family car. Looks like they're having a party.
Not without me. What the fuck? Okay, what, these ghosts that we see? You recognize them?
No. It is interesting that they're visible to you and not just Mark. And you can tell, like, one of them is like a like stretched and like crooked young woman. And she like appears sort of in like a pale blue outlines, but she does have like a sickly yellow it almost looks like a pauldron on her shoulder, but it does appear to have eyes on it. And then the other one is like, his face is a little boy, but all of his limbs have been like you used the 3D stretch tool to make him taller.
Okay.
So it looks so odd and unnatural and just wrong. And right over where kind of his heart would be, there's like at first it looks like it's shaped like a shield, but then you can see it is a mask.
A mask?
Yeah.
Over his
Does it
heart.
look like the mask I shot?
Yep. It looks exactly like the mask you shot.
Are we able to see that or just Mark?
Everybody can see this here.
Okay.
Do I see any ears, agents? Because Jesse got a text about ghosts and worse. Because so we see it, but do we know that they're ghosts, or at least some sort of ghost?
You know that they're ghosts.
Okay.
You don't see any ears vehicles.
Okay.
We're still inside the car.
Kira, stop the car. Kira, stop the car. Just pull over here. Pull over here.
You see Gad dump something out of a bag into his hands and then blow it at one of the ghosts, and then it just erupts into this like fiery glitter.
Cool.
That mask, can I try to destroy it? Same kind of thing that... Wait, how large is it? You said it was like a chess piece?
Yeah, the one on the little boy thing is maybe like the size of a CD case, and the one on the young woman, the like pauldron thing, that is definitely also a mask. Probably like, I don't know, half a cantaloupe.
I'm gonna try and target those things and try and do what I did to Casey's back and just like kind of like vaporize it basically, or like incinerate it.
Okay. So
That would work on a ghost, so I'm taking kind of a stab in the dark there, but
here's what I'm going to ask you to do. For each of these things, you're going to have to succeed on a use magic roll to get it, like to understand it, to go inside of it with your mind. So if you succeed, like if you 10 plus, you got it. And then the next use magic roll will be to burn it. If you 7 to 9, you're going to get it, but it's going to be extremely weird and you won't like it.
okay.
And if you miss, something bad will happen.
Okay.
So it will be a use magic roll to get it, a use magic roll to destroy it, 2x for both ghosts. Make sense?
Yep. All right. So first one, 9.
Okay. Was that the girl or the little boy?
That was the girl.
Okay.
10.
Mark, I want you to roll kick some ass.
10.
So what you do is you reach out with your mind, aiming for the mask, but you hit the ghost and you can see through her eyes, and you feel lithe and immortal and gorgeous and dangerous. You feel dusty flames lick your beautiful body, and you are furious, and you form your hands into raw pain, and you reach out at the mustached teenager who did this to you. Casey and Kira, you see the ghost of this woman just shoot darkness at Gad and stab him through both of his shoulders, pinning him to the ground.
Yeah. Is there any way that I can overpower this thing? Or am I
Well,
just...
there's the second thing, because in doing that, in feeling that and seeing that,
Yeah.
you were aware of, excited about, and terrified of your left shoulder. And when you were this woman, you could feel it whispering to you. And one of the things it had to whisper in order to move you was its name, its secret, unspeakable name, which you now have, which gives you power over it, which you can burn from this plane. And you do it. You snap your fingers, your eyes wink with that 10, and then you can all see this pauldron on this woman. Like a huge angry crack forms in it. The ghost screams, the pauldron disappears, but I think the ghost is still there.
How is its attitude?
Confused.
It doesn't know that I'm present.
Well, the anchor, remember, was what was controlling this thing. Or like it was getting commands from something else. It was like a control rod. So once the anchor is destroyed, the spirit is essentially free, I think. So it's spirit now. Do I see any of the invisible family around?
No.
What about third sons? Who do I see?
Oh, there's 3 of them. 2 you don't recognize. One of them is the little kid. One of them has a sword. I think one of them has is doing some kind of spell casting. Mm-hmm. The kid has like a fire poker, but he is he's fighting with the elongated boy ghost. Mm-hmm. When he slashes at it, it does seem to damage or at least dispel part of it. Like it's probably pure iron.
I think I want to go over to where Donovan and those third sons are. I think I just want to be like, what's going on? Like, where is everyone?
Gonna look at you, Kira, sweating and I think bleeding, and say, this is everyone.
What about Aaron?
Am I able to help Gad?
Sure. Why don't you roll help out?
Okay. 11. And when I roll help out, I have leave no one behind.
Mm-hmm.
A 10 plus, I get them out clean.
Who are you trying to get out clean?
Gad.
So yeah, he's got twin ghost spikes pinning him to the grass.
I think what Casey would do with that is literally just grab them and pull them out.
Yep, I think that you are enough to be like, it's only physical if you believe it's physical.
I've been stabbed by things like this before.
Yep. And you just move. And then it doesn't have you anymore. And where do you want to take him?
I'm assuming like Donovan and them have taken cover somewhere?
Not really.
Okay. I'm gonna take him, I guess, to Kira's car. Like just a safe area.
Okay.
Because he doesn't look great, right?
No, he doesn't.
Okay. Yeah, I'm taking him to Kira's car.
He's also like maybe 19.
I'm gonna ask him, where's Aaron? Aaron Davis.
He was in the cells.
Okay. I think you're gonna be okay here?
I will now.
Okay, I think.
Does Kira have first aid kit in her car? I need to roll for it. It's fine.
You know you do. Roll plus sharp.
I think Casey's gonna run, pause at like Kira, and just be like, I'm headed to the cells, Aaron is there, and then run. Like a woman running into a burning building.
You know Kira would follow after.
Like a woman not hedging her bets?
Yeah.
Like a woman who is, don't worry, I'll check it out.
That's a 9.
I mean, you have band-aids and like hydrogen peroxide.
Okay.
Casey's been meaning to update your first aid kit.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody would have mentioned it to Gad, but that's in the car.
Just like, this is it.
Patch yourself up.
I think that Casey will look at Mark, but not say anything as she's running.
Mark, what are you doing?
Am I stuck in the ghost?
No.
Okay.
Once you got it and did the second thing, you came back.
Okay.
Kira's running after Casey. I think she wants to, like, as she's like going through the house, clock if she sees like invisible family, any other members, people she recognizes.
Roll plus sharp.
I probably follow both of them into the house. Do I see anything ghostly outside?
The boy ghost is still attacking, but the lady ghost is like shaking her head and trying to figure out where she is.
Okay. So one that's still actively fighting right now.
Oh shit! I forgot there was.
Mark, real quick, you know in the cells, different energy from the ghosts here, same energy from numbers before. Quinn, body, ghost, anchor. It's down there. Kira, what was your sharp roll?
10. I do think as Kira is like going to run after, I think she would just like shout to Donovan, like, if he doesn't know already, like, you got to remove the anchor. It's what's attaching this thing's spirit to the body. It's being controlled by something else.
What do you mean anchor?
Looks like a mask.
On it. And Casey, you see, and Kira, you see, a lot of dead third sons.
Are any of them Aaron?
Yep, I'm clocking that as I'm going through.
Yep, that's what your roll was for.
Because honestly, I think Casey's really not paying attention to anything except for Aaron.
Gutted, cold. It's Max.
Okay, good.
Jesus.
Fuck that motherfucker.
Oh, fine. Yeah. He could totally die.
We're all horrible people.
You're not
was
monster.
bad.
Yeah, I know. Like, he's not a great guy.
I'm glad he's dead.
We're all just like, oh, that's fine.
Oh,
As long as it's not Aaron or Carl, they were helpful and they were nice.
okay. So you run in, and it's like, I think the other thing that's going on here is that it looks like it's not clear why, because there doesn't seem to really be a fire, but it is hazy, and everything's like an angry shade of red.
Am I able to roll investigate a mystery, figure out or know like what kind of ghost stuff this is? Because Casey knows shit about ghosts.
Roll investigate a mystery.
9. What kind of ghost?
To know shit about ghosts,
Yeah, I know shit about ghosts.
I'll ask that you not forget the mercy that is to come.
That is what?
Nothing. Never mind.
Not to come.
What do you want to know about ghosts?
How could like someone like Kira and me release the anchor? Because so far it's been done like
By Mark.
magically, by Mark.
Mm-hmm. Mark and Numbers' gun.
Mm-hmm.
How could we release the anchor? I think that's a very good question, Casey Davis.
I have really great questions.
I would be nervous to try it, like anything with like the life drain, because that just seems like a bad idea.
That is a bad idea.
Yeah. I feel like we've never really established it, but I feel like Kira probably has like some magical training, like from being in Divinity's Shadow.
I think from what you can tell about the anchor specifically, it's still made of ghost matter. So anything that would hurt a ghost would hurt it. But you just have to be very specific, because like I think the other thing that you know about it and ghost matter is like when damaged, it can regenerate. But if you destroy it all at once, honestly, it's like cancer. If you can kill all of it, it will be dead. But if you only hurt it somewhat, it will grow back. And so if you can get just that part to go away, or somehow that part and the whole ghost. So like iron, salt, silver.
I think, and you can disagree, that when Casey saw those ghosts like in the car, that she switched to regular bullets with iron bullets.
I can hang with that. I mean, that makes sense.
What kind of sword does Kira have? It doesn't specify. Is it silver, iron,
I think steel.
steel? Okay.
Yeah. So that's what you know about how to get rid of these anchors.
What does Kira see as she's running through this fucking house?
A lot of dead third sons. I think if you're running into the basement to the cells, there will be one in like blood up and down the walls. Fewer bodies down here. And you will see a person be hurled out of one of the cells to slam sickly against the concrete wall. You know he's not getting back up. It's someone you don't recognize.
What was he hurled by?
Unclear. I think, Mark, if you're there, you can tell that the ghost, the anchor, the body are in that cell. There's a couple of some things else in there. It's too chaotic to really make out from where you are, though.
Can I try to go up to the cell?
You sure can.
And this thing is behind something or in something or below?
So it's like you're looking down this big corridor that has all these cells and chambers on either side of it.
Yep.
It's in one of those rooms, like probably 3 doors down on your left.
I'm kind of imagining it like an insane asylum kind of style.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to walk down that direction. Do I see anything watching me or anything like that? Or
whatever's in there has something else that it's more interested in than you.
I have a question.
And I have a plan. What's the question?
Could I attempt to use my life drain in a different way?
Say more things.
Could I use it to like create a barrier for Mark?
No.
If it's like it's still harming me.
You mean you want to like try to absorb any damage that he might take?
Can I make a small suggestion?
Yeah.
So like Casey was gonna turn to Kira, and I guess like Mark, although like I feel like Mark's like calmly walking down this hallway, and Kira and Casey are like huddled, like, what are you doing? It's a war zone. But Casey was gonna turn to Kira and like tell her like, cover me. I'm gonna go in and get Aaron and get him out. I don't know if that like helps you, Kira.
I mean, I'll cover you, but I also want to. I think I still want to do that thing for Mark.
Yeah, because I'm kind of hoping to run and gun, get Aaron out.
It's like I functionally like kind of what I want to do is like I'll absorb harm if anything hits him.
Because that's crazy.
Yeah.
Here's what I want to say. You're going to roll use magic. On a 10 plus, you'll just straight up absorb any damage Mark takes.
Okay.
On a 7 to 9, you'll take double. On a miss, if Mark so much as gets scared, you'll be unstable.
Okay. It's a 12 advanced move.
Dope. Any damage Mark takes, he'll take. Mark, you feel like a tender hug from a good friend.
So yeah, I go down the hall, I go to the cell. And
Better at taking off these anchors than we are.
what do I see when I look? Or like I'm gonna slowly just like kind of like peek around the corridor. What do I see?
First, roll act under pressure to do that and be unseen.
Am I able to help him with that?
9.
Yes.
I rolled a 9, making Mark's roll a 10.
You're able to go ahead and the first thing you see, because it's lit up, is like a probably 3 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot cube that's just the edges, inside which is huddled 3 third sons, one of whom you do recognize as Aaron, one you do not recognize, and one who is unconscious.
Okay.
The second thing you see, because she's lit up in your sight, is Quinn. The edge of her face, one of her limbs, I think it was her left arm that had been metal, is now just ghost. And then you can see at the base of her spine, her anchor. Standing in between her and the cube, disheveled but confident, it's Uncle. And he has like a, for whatever reason, I picture it as a staff that's like a helix, like it's 2 things of wood woven together. He's got one of those.
Does he look normal?
He looks like he's been fighting for his life.
Mark, can you get rid of the anchor from here?
I mean, I think so, but there's... I see Uncle.
Yeah, and he doesn't look that great. So, can you remove it?
Are you like right up next to me? Or
I'm imagining we're on either side of the door.
oh, so you guys had followed me in. I gotcha. I mean, what happens if we break the anchor? Will anything happen down here? Like, should we get everybody out of here or what?
If you break the anchor, it kills all of it. If you break the anchor, I'll get the rest of them out. You do your job and I'll do mine.
The anchor looks like for her, it's probably more like honestly, it's like probably this size.
If it was the same one that was from before, it was like a porcelain mask.
Yeah.
Except for I shot it with that thread gun before.
Well, we haven't dealt with this yet.
And then you did another thing the last time.
Yeah, you did another thing last time. Could you use like your jinx or something, or hex?
I could maybe try that and put a hex on it and see if it breaks something precious.
So can I see the anchor and Quinn?
You can't.
I'm gonna try, I guess, put a hex on this thing and see if I can get it to break something precious.
We'll use magic.
Would it help both Mark as well as like Uncle and the third sons if Casey like goes in and provides a new distraction or target for Quinn?
Yes.
I rolled an 8.
Pick a glitch.
Take 1 harm.
Kira will take 1 harm.
So what was it that you wanted me to roll? Kick some ass or act under pressure?
So you want to run in and try to distract the thing?
Yeah, like what I'd like to do is distract it away from Uncle and the Third Sons, because you said that they are looking worse for wear.
Mm-hmm.
And if possible, if that helps Mark with his job, with his jinx.
I will have you roll help out.
Yeah, can I actually do something else?
Yes.
Can I draw immediate unwelcome attention?
Yep. Casey, what did you roll?
11.
Okay. I think Mark, with your use magic roll 1,
Yeah,
so you
but then
cast
I
your
did-
spell and you wanted it to break something precious. It's not going to break what you want it to, but you will, I think, like snap your fingers and create an explosion, and her human flesh arm will crack. Then Casey runs in. How are you drawing her attention? Keep in mind it's successful.
I think either Casey would shoot one of her guns, or she would throw a bunch of throwing knives at her.
Okay, we're gonna call it the knives, because if you shoot the gun, it's gonna also be a kick some ass roll, and I'd like to do that in a minute. Because the other thing that's going to happen, Mark Clayton.
Oh wait. Okay, can it be something else? Can that like a use? Would the black chains that I took from the Invisible Family, would those help?
Yes, but in order to do what I sense you wanting to do, it will be an act under pressure roll as well.
With the black chains?
Yep.
Okay.
So I sense that I'm about to have some.
I'll give you 2.
Okay.
15. By the way, it's my advanced move.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So I think it's friggin' dope.
Also wait, what about, am I ambushing her as well as precise strike?
No and no. It's gonna be dope no matter what, Casey. Don't you fucking worry. It's advanced move. It's gonna be dope as fuck. Chill.
Trying to save my cousin even though he doesn't know who I am.
Let me paint the picture for you. Because I think here's what happens. I think you hurl this thing like a Trevor Belmont whip. And I think the very first thing that happens is she like recoils against it and tries to block it away, but it wraps around her now busted ass human hand. And then you like flip it like a friggin' jump rope. And she rides around and it like catches on her ghost hand and then wraps around that shoulder. And then you continue to run like around her and get the chain around her waist, and then you yank her down, and then you take the other end of it and wrap it around her neck. And then you have her stationary. And then gliding through the wall is the little boy ghost. And he reaches out one of his disgustingly elongated hands at you, Mark Clayton. And you have his immediate unwelcome attention.
Oh boy. What do I do?
What do you do?
Do I see that?
Yep, you saw him before. You see him now.
Am I close enough to help Mark?
I think you are preoccupied.
Okay, that's fine.
Mark's on his own. Mark, you have to do something right now.
Can I?
Mark, you take 2 harm.
Oh no!
Do I take it?
Kira, you take 2 harm.
Okay, you're fine, Mark. And how do you want to rule this, Johnny? Do I take the full 2 harm, or do I take 1 harm because of resilient?
You take the full 2 harm.
Can I get the anchor? Trying to destroy the anchor.
You have to get it first.
Where is it?
It's in the little boy ghost's chest. You have to reach out to it and connect with it and understand it. So roll use magic. And remember, on a miss, something bad happens. On a 7 to 9, you get it, but it's not great. And on a 10, you get it.
11.
You're able to like fully separate in your mind and conception of this ghost, the little boy and the thing, and you are reasonably sure that you have to roll use magic to try to break the anchor.
13.
So I think what I want to have happen here is that Mark Clayton reaches out with both hands, reaches into the ghost, grabs the mask. I think at first it's like the ghost itself is outlined in, I think they're pale blue, and the mask is the sickly yellow. You pull it off, and then it's like a scarred outline in blood red. But then it very quickly begins to like stitch itself back together.
Question: does Kira, looking around at these dead third sons, can she find a like sword weapon that maybe is like silver or iron that she could use?
Roll plus sharp.
Also, point of order. Is the mask yellow or is it an undescribable color?
I think it's that color. I'm getting more. It feels less cumbersome to just describe it as a sickly yellow, which is what I see it as in my mind. But it is the same color that I told Theo it was.
I rolled an 11.
Yeah. Yep. Silver sword.
I think Kira picks that up. It's just these two ghosts that we see, Quinn and then the boy, right? Okay.
And Quinn isn't just a ghost; she's a body as well.
Casey's kind of got her hand
Right.
in
It's
it.
all three. It's the anchor, the body, and the ghost.
Yep.
I think that Casey's gonna yell to Mark. Mark, destroy the anchor. Not just the ghost. It's not gonna make her go away. You have to destroy the anchor completely.
I'm gonna go and just like try and like break it. The mask.
The one you pulled off of the boy.
Yeah.
Roll kick smash to do that, first of all. But I do think when you shout that, Casey, Uncle will go to you. Where?
Do we don't see the mask? It's just Mark, right?
Yep.
I don't see the mask. Mark knows where the mask is. He can see it.
Mark, what did you roll?
9.
So you know those like cheap plastic masks that you get at like Party City?
Yeah.
It kind of feels like it's not broken, but it just bends.
I think it's really
And then you feel a hand on your shoulder. And then you see eyes that appear to be older than they should. And Uncle, sweating and serious, just says, "Where is it? Where do I strike?"
I'm gonna turn around and hold it up as though I'm like holding it.
I really want you to roll manipulate someone.
So what was that roll you wanted me to roll?
Manipulate.
Manipulate someone. Before you say that, like,
Johnny, don't do this.
I just have a totally unrelated question.
I want to look at you right now. Get out of here.
I hate you so much.
I adore you.
I think he's just gonna look at you confused and be like, "Her hands?"
It's a spirit mask. Just break it. I can't.
What is a spirit mask?
There's ghost spirit. It had the anchor on it. Just break it.
He's holding it.
I'm holding it. Do it now.
I think he will take his I think he will roll his eyes. He'll take his staff and slam it in between your fists.
Does he hit me in the face?
No. I think he hits you on one of your hands. And the other thing, like, the sensation you get is like something devastatingly heavy falling from a great height at a terrifying speed buzzed by your head. That's what it felt like when he swung that staff near you.
If I set this, did he hit it?
Yep. And it shattered into 100 pieces. Is she done now? I'm told you can see.
I can see. Is she done now? Does she return to normal?
That was not her anchor.
That was for the boy. She still remains.
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
But Casey has her wrapped up in the black chains for now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm assuming Casey cannot see the anchor.
No.
Okay.
I can see the anchor though.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask for the staff?
You can ask.
I need the staff to destroy the other anchor. This is for the boy.
This is my staff.
It is your staff. And this is a situation that we're all in.
Give him the staff, Uncle.
You don't understand. It's my staff. It only works for me. Tell me where it is.
Can I... I'm going to go over and take probably harm trying to get this thing off this person. I'm going to do the same thing. Try and go over there and rip it off.
I want you to roll the first use magic roll.
One question quick before you do that. Removing the anchor sets the spirit free, essentially, right?
Ostensibly.
Okay. That's all that Kira wants to know, because she knows that Theo was worried about that.
10.
You can see it.
What is the ghost doing right now? Just kind of like thrashing around?
Writhing uselessly against chains that are too real.
Mark, what are you waiting for?
Just trying to get a good angle, and I jump in and like try and grab it probably with some magical energy to be able to pull it off of this ghost. We'll see what happens.
Weird question.
Yes.
What is your lowest stat?
Charm?
Please roll plus charm.
12.
I think, in the TV show version of this, you like look with your eyes and you try to grab it, but your hands keep like crashing into the physical body that is still there.
Yep.
And then you like sigh, breathe, and close your eyes. And then you reach out with not your hands to reach through not the body to grab the anchor. And now I'm going to need you to roll kick some ass.
9.
It's gonna hurt.
That's okay. It's the last one? Question mark?
Can I help with the hurt?
No.
I already am.
Wait. How much health do you have?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Kira, you will take 1 harm.
Okay.
As all of your fingers, like the top layer of skin, is just ripped off.
Oof. Gross.
Oh.
Good job.
Mark, you now have a small, round, ghostly mask in your hand.
Is it not destroyed?
No,
No, because I just pulled it off.
it's loose.
Oh, he pulled it off. Okay. Let's see. So now you have to destroy it.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What can I do with this mask?
Don't do that.
That's an interesting question.
Remember what happened with the dagger?
It's a control rod. You can be controlled is what it can do.
Who's controlling it? Oh, it's controlled by him. By him.
Yeah.
Can I circumvent this thing and control him?
How will you do that?
I don't like this idea at all.
I do.
What are you doing it? No, dude, you
Don't do it. I can see this like, okay, I'm gonna describe.
Do not.
So you guys are like all just like, what are you waiting for? And everything.
Yeah.
And I'm just like standing there looking at it. And I think that I know what I need to do. And so I take it and I put it on my face.
Mark! God. I'm like legitimately like, do I burn a hold to prevent you from doing this? I'm so not okay with this.
Do you?
I feel terrible, but I don't think so. I want to save it in case I need to save Tommy.
Yeah, just save it. Let Mark fucking bury it in his grave.
I've already done enough for you, Mark. I've been taking harm for you.
Yep.
I hope you're wrong.
I'm so curious to find this out, but at the same time, I don't want to fuck it up.
Do what you gonna do.
You've already done it, Sean Wanda.
Done it.
You said the words.
Mark Clayton puts on the mask.
And then he's not Mark Clayton anymore. You remember meeting Mark Clayton. You remember being fascinated by him. You remember spending a lot of time with him and learning a lot from each other. You remember being inspired by him and him being inspired by you. You remember pushing yourself into a Mark Clayton shape because that seemed like the right thing to do and a nice way to live. But now you don't know why you did any of that. Now that seems like kind of a stupid thing to do.
My question is this entity that I'm entertaining right now self-reliant?
What do you mean?
I separated from the Mark that I am, right?
You've gone back to the not Mark that you are. And now you don't want to push yourself into a Mark-shaped thing at all. Now what you want to make yourself into is something shaped like a king. This has been the Monstrous Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton.
Lauren Johnson as Kira Ashwood.
Miah Detjen as Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everyone else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced, edited, and engineered by Miah Detjen. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and on Web 1.0 at monstersplaybook.com. We'll see you next episode, where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
Also, my last note is Max is gutted and dead.
Max is dead and we're okay with it.
Better than dead.
Who is it? Who is it? Max. Oh, thank God.
All of us were so quiet. We're like,
I was like crying. Like I was about to cry. And like, oh.